Hey everybody, welcome to day 22 in cycles. We're doing kind of a lighter day today as in our cycle programming is going. Today we are focused on the core and I'm going to be using a med ball. If you don't have a ball, you can, or like a weighted ball, and I'm just going to be using an 8-pound ball. So nothing crazy, extensive. I'm going to really be focusing on my own self-flexion through the core. But if you don't have a med ball, you can try basketball, volleyball, soccer ball. For some of the stuff, just creating a little bit of imbalance, you could grab a cushion, like a couch cushion or a pillow, just to create a little imbalance. Otherwise, have like a 10-pound, 8-pound weight on the ready for some of the stuff that we do weighted, and everything else you can do without the ball. So easily adjusted. Start at the back of your mat. Let's start with those hamstrings, getting them stretched out and loosened up. Round just a little bit through the back, tuck in through the chin, sway your hips left and right. Just feel how that pulls a little differently through the back and through the hips and through the hamstrings. Get connected with your breath. Get connected in your space. And then let's go ahead and walk it out into our downward facing dog. Big, wide spread open hands. Pedal out your feet. Drop your right foot and then the left, right and left. Feel your shoulder blades slide down. Maybe get a couple little pops through the back. It's always a nice little gift. All right, level everything off. Pull your elbows back toward your toes. Grab deep into the core. So level everything off just means don't move anymore. Make your little adjustments to get into your perfect positioning. And then we're going to breathe here. If you need to come to your hands and knees, that's totally fine. You could do some cat-cow. You could do a transverse abdominis draw. But otherwise, if this works for you, for your hands, for your neck and shoulders, we're going to stay here. We're going to start super solid, strong, firm, fixed, downward facing dog. Feel the belly grab. Feel it contract. Feel that back set in. Armpits hollow out. Find your pelvic floor, find your core. 3 more breaths. Keep your mouth closed. Just focus on your deep inhales and exhales. Feel your rib cage open and fill. And then empty and compress. 2 more. Feel the heat through the core, through the pelvic floor when you exhale all the way completely. Last one. And then slowly come forward into your plank position. We'll hold here a couple seconds, nothing too long. Just set in, find that plank, tuck in, slide the shoulder blades down. Make sure your shoulder heads are high up over your fingertips. And then flip the feet the other direction so the tops of the feet are on your mat, on the ground, and then let your hips drop. Keep the belly strong, open through the chest, slide your shoulder blades back, push the chest forward, and then pull your chin back. Keep your glutes strong, protect your low back. Drop your knees, drive your hips back, child's pose. All right, we're going to get started. So we're going to start off with 10 bird dogs, and then we're going to go into 30 accordion crunches. So both of those will stay on our hands and knees, and then from there, we'll move into some stuff with the ball. All right, 10 per side. Lock and load the belly. Extend your opposite arm and leg. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale, extend. Try to find that leveled off pelvis so it's not turning side to side as you crunch or as you extend. Keep the belly firm. Keep your shoulder blades sliding down. So that same flexion and connection that you had in your upper back when you were in your down dog, we want to keep that here. So we're not collapsing in through the shoulder, but we're flexing through the back, through the shoulder girdle. 9 and 10. Okay, level it off, set it up, extend, contract. I know I say it all the time, but being able to build that self-flexion for core work is so key, fundamental for getting us in the right places, building the core in the right way. See if you can feel flexion through the arm, through the leg. 6, 7. Envision that it's the flexion of the core, tugging, contracting, and grabbing. That's what's pulling your knee and elbow together. Last one. Okay, go ahead and flip your palms real quick. 1 and 2. Just give those wrists a quick little break. And then back to your hands and knees. Okay, we're going to do an accordion crunch, right shoulder to right hip, 30 per side. Here's 4, 5. So again, you're taking your own self-flexion. You're just trying to find that pinch between your shoulder and your hip. Still pulling the front of the belly strong. Super duper active. 12, 13. Just come to center and then keep pulling to that same side. Feel those obliques heat up. Super good for mobility on the back as well. Pinching through that mid back, pulling the shoulder to the hip. Grab that core. 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, and 30. Other side. Whew. 2, 3, 4. Don't forget about the front of the belly. Wrap all the way around. But really focusing on that flexion into the side that you're crunching into. Accordion grab. 21, 2. After this, we'll flip over. We're going to do a ball bug. And we'll go 10 per side. 28, 29, 30. Perfect. All right, good little startup. Flip it over. Okay, we're going to smash the ball between our knees and arms. Okay, you're going to take that opposite arm and leg off the ball, extend, everything comes back, switch sides. Oh, this takes your bug to the next level for sure. Try to pancake that ball. You're here, so get the most work out of it that you can. If you don't have a ball, you can also just use isometric flexion, pushing your arm and knee, your hand and knee together. Remember, we want to pack that low back into the ground. 6. Oh my goodness. 7. Build that belly, build that core. 2 more per side. Keep that smash going on. And 10. Yes. All right, come up to seated, and we're going to do our kayak twist. I like to keep my heels on the ground, rotate side to side, find that flexion through the belly. 4, we're going to go 30 per side. 6, 7. Again, find flexion into your core. Think about how you're packing into the arms, holding support on that ball. There's a little round in the upper back here, so you don't put pressure on the low back. This is not a low back tension move at all, shouldn't be. 17, 18, 20. 3 more. Tighten, tug, contract, flex. 27, 28, 29, and 30. Whew. All right, now we get to go back to 10 reps. We're going to do a toe tap plank from the ball, 10 per side. So high plank, put your toes on the ball. If you don't have a ball, just tap side to side from the floor. So because obviously this ball is a little wobbly, we have to work just a little harder to make sure we don't roll off of it. Keep that core a little bit more contracted and connected. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to dig into the hamstrings just a bit, still having to hold the core because we have the instability of the ball. Plant your feet, the heels, on your ball. Knees are going to be just slightly bent. Lift the hips, tug and pull the ball in until you feel, not a lot, just until you feel those hamstrings. We're going to go with 30-second ISO. Try to get your elbows and arms up off the ground because your core has to work a little harder to not rock and roll away. Get it built. 15 seconds to go. Keep contracting, keep holding. After this, we're going to do a bent knee V-up, holding the ball, hopefully. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good job. All right. So extending arms and legs, just like we do with our in and outs. Extend, and then we're going to crunch in. Bent knee V-up. All right. Here's 2. I'm going to go at an angle because I can't get my full extension overhead. Make sure I'm feeling that burn here. There we go. 2, 3. Hold a second, then come back. 5, 6, 7. Get the belly doing the work. 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Back to our 30. Squeeze the ball between your legs, kind of up at your ankles / feet. So you're going to get a little adductor work, pelvic floor. Rest head and hands. We're going to crunch. 2 for 30. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, these burn for sure. Keep that flexion. Make sure you don't start yanking on your head. Keep the belly doing the work. That's where the burn, the pain, flexion should be. Sure, a teeny bit in the legs. That's okay. 25, 6, 8. Focusing that scoop. 30. Whew, okay. Next up, let's see. Oh, we get to come up. We're going to do our rainbows. Again, self-flexion through the core. Focus here. Balls on one side. Up and over. Tap. Up and over. It's all about flexing. Self-flexion through that core. Get into your obliques as you go up and over. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we get to do little run taps, teeny bit of cardio. 30 per side, if you couldn't guess. Just tap the top of the ball. Guess what you're using to pull your legs up? The core. Ding, ding, ding. $29, $30. Whew, okay, now we're going to do a squat toss. Squat in, toss the ball, catch. Just a little fun, just for 10, 7, stay locked into that core, 10. Okay, our finish for the round, 30 seconds, plank on the ball. Ready, set, and go. Make sure everything's hovering forward. Keep everything tucked in. Find connection into that belly. Fantastic round. Tighten under that rib cage. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to our ball bug. We're skipping our warm-up set, bird dog and accordions. If you need to go back there, that's totally fine. Woo. Okay, push that low back in. Find your flexion. 10 per side. If your low back comes off the ground when you extend, then tighten the core a little more and maybe push the leg up instead of out. That's fine. We're not rushing. Don't try to rush through. A lot of core stuff. I see we just power through, count it down, check it off. Yay, I did it. No, no, no. Slow down. Keep your flexion a little longer. Make that core have to work a little harder. 9 and 10. Oh. Woo. All right. Come on up. Kayak twist. 30 per side. Feel that belly toning up. The back becoming healthier and happier because it's stabilized with a strong core. So many awesome benefits building our core. 12, 13. Especially when you feel that heat building right where you want it. All the right spots. There's 20. $29, $30. All right, set that ball. Gonna do our toe tap plank. Get your toes on top of the ball. Make sure your butt's not TPing. Stay nice and flat. Shoulders up over the wrists. Trying not to move your butt side to side with your alternating toe taps. 8, 9, 10. Okay, 30-second hamstring ISO hold. Get everything set first. Pull just a bit till you feel those hamstrings really grab. And then we'll hold for those 30 seconds. Isometric flexions are such a good opportunity. Check into the body, feel the feels, see if you can feel the equal pull through each hamstring. Find flexion in the core. We're still working the core here. Glutes, of course. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, how about a quick little hamstring stretch there? Oh. Okay, bent knee V up. Gotta get a little better on my spacing. Okay, 10 per, or 10, I guess 10 total. There's not a per here. 2, again, full extension. 3, 4, 5. Try not to use momentum. 6, 7, 8. Try to keep your knees squeezed together. 9, and 10. Oh, lovely. Oh, straight leg crunch. Thought we had our toe taps. Not yet. Okay. These ones burn. 1, 3, 4. Feel kind of a little pelvic tuck too. Pulling your tailbone up off the ground a little more at the top of the crunch. You do not need much range on this one to get the work right in that rectus abdominis, all the way up and down the abdomen. Envision that six-pack building. Whether or not you see it is all determined by what you're eating or not eating, or drinking or not drinking. 29, 30. Whew. All right, rainbows. Flex it in. Find some obliques. 2, open nice and high. 5, straight up and over the head. 10 and 10. All right, let's get those runs in. Tap those toes on top of the ball. Try to get on top of the ball. Tendencies to just want to tap on the side, but this forces our knees to get up just a little higher. 3, 2, 1. All right, squat toss. 10. And then we have our plank. I think we can get through one more round also. I think easy. Easy, easy. Hold here. 30 seconds. It'll be worth the work. That was my hope and agenda. So let's do it. Tuck and tighten. Prepare mentally. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, here we go. Back to our ball bag. Connect with each and every rep. Flex in. Stay super strong, super tight. Visualize what the muscles are doing. How are they flexing? How are they working? Is that low back still really pushing into the ground? So feel how that push feels when everything is connected here on the ball. Then see if you can keep it as you extend. Here's 10 and 10. I love core work. It builds a little sweat if you're flexing that. It builds that core temperature for sure, for sure. There's halfway. Don't just get it done. Do it correctly. Build the heat. 22. Head, neck, and shoulders. Follow that ball. And 30. Whew. All right, plank. Toe taps. Up and at 'em. 1, 2. Feel everything lengthen. But then tuck your tailbone under. Tighten up those glutes. Done. Whew. Alrighty. 30-second hamstring ISO. Okay. Lift and grab. Find your flexions. See if you can get your arms up off the ground. See how much you can find heat in different little places in your muscle using your mental connection. Find your force. Oh my goodness. Burn, baby, burn. Shake, shake. 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Bent knee V up. Again, packing that low back into the ground. So if you're starting to feel any pressure on your low back, switch it up. Just take crunches. Just move your arms and maybe don't do the legs or do your legs and not your upper body. You have to protect your low back, and building the core takes time, and you have to do it correctly and slowly. It's not worth it if you're putting the work in the wrong spot. 5, 6. Just focus on packing that core. Even if you don't end up crunching or moving or holding extra weight, you can start there. It's the best way to start. See if you can push your low back into the ground. 9, 10. Bring the heat. Okay. Squeeze that ball between your legs. Here we go. Our little baby crunches. Small but mighty. There's 4. I hope you're not rushing. We're not trying to relax either as we lower back down. 10. As you crunch in, see if you can feel like it's just your abdomen flexing a little tighter, pulling the chest up. You shouldn't feel this in your hip flexors. 20, 10 to go. Feel your transverse abdominis on the side, not the obliques, but the front deep side of the core. 5, 4, and 1. Okay, come up for rainbows. These are nice. I like these. Fun little stretch up over the top. Still, though, holding flexion through that core. So my visual, my imagination, completely exposed up overhead through my abdomen. But I've got a big flex ready for a gut punch. I could take it. I'm flexed, pulled, ready to go. 8, 9, and 10. All the way back over. Oh, all right. Toe tap runners. 29, 30. Okay. Here we go. Squat, throw. Still keeping your focus in the core. 10, or maybe 11. All right. Plank it up. Here we go. Last 30 seconds. Hold tight. Tuck those toes under. Push back from the heels. Big grab. Big tuck and pull. Tuck the tailbone. Engage that core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's keep our elbows there a second. If you've got that ball, and just let your chest drop, head between those arms. Let your tailbone pull up a little bit. Let the belly relax and stretch. This feels good on the shoulders too. All right, get rid of your ball. And we're going to go ahead and flip over. And let's start with a little twist. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Make sure the left foot is at hip width, right in line with your left hip. Put your left and right arm out, palms on the ground. Rotate your hips from your mid-back to the left, keeping that cross until hopefully you can get that right foot down on the ground and you can push the right knee out, away from your torso. So toward the end of your mat. Close your eyes. We'll take 2 rounds of our box breath. So box breathing is counting an in-breath. Inhale, 3, 4, 5 seconds. You hold for the same amount that you inhaled for. You hold, then you exhale for the same amount, and then hold. So we're going to go 2 cycles. You're probably already 1 through, so I'll do 1 more with you. Okay, rotate in. Grab a quick figure 4 stretch while we're here. So interlace your hands behind that left thigh. Flex both feet. Tug in nice and tight. Open the chest. Relax through the neck. Okay, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Right foot down. Make sure it's at your right hip. Cross the left foot over. So just watch and make sure as you rotate over, you lose kind of what the purpose of this stretch is, which is getting that pull through the hip, the back, the glute, all through that joint to help align the pelvis. You miss that if your right foot pulls to the midline. So if it draws toward the middle of the mat, which is a tendency, you miss the stretch. So interesting how the body tries to find that easier path. Okay, hopefully you're 1 round in of your box breath. Let's go another one. Okay, roll in. If you struggle with low back issues, try hitting that stretch, that pelvic alignment stretch up every day for 1 minute per side. After about 2 or 3 weeks, you should be feeling quite a bit better. Awesome. All right, we're going to go 1 more twist. We'll hit our yogi squat, and then we're going to call it a day. Take your right leg over your left thigh. Your left leg extends out straight. Twist around that right leg. Maybe plant your right hand behind you. Grab your right leg to help give you some traction and pull. All right, rotate back around. Extend that right leg long, left leg up. All right, exercise is only one part of the equation, a very small part. There are several pieces, huge one being nutrition, stress management, sleep quality. So make sure that you're hitting those other fields of health, healthy connection with others, learning something new, playing, having fun, getting into nature. Life isn't really guaranteed, so enjoy it. Work for the future, but also enjoy the moment. Come into your low squat. Plant your hands together. Don't spend too much time on your phone. Find balance. Balance is much more difficult, in my opinion, than extremes, but it is very worth working for. All right. Enjoy that super strong core today. I'll see you again tomorrow.